Good afternoon, friends. You're listening to EBC Radio 1170 AM, Aapki Choice. I am your host, Alka, and as you know, there is so much misuse of drugs, alcohol, tobacco-related issues. To prevent that, we are going to talk to Prevention Links, who are doing a wonderful service to the community. Today with us, we have Madeline Desrosiers. She is the Communications and Development Coordinator at Prevention Links, a New Jersey-based non-profit focused on addiction, prevention, and recovery support. She went to Rutgers University and received her bachelor's in psychology with a minor in women and gender studies. Madeline was instrumental in the launch of the Union County Rise Up Recovery Center, where she used her passion for recovery accessibility to start the first ever recovery dharma and harm reduction works meeting in New Jersey. Madeline is also one of the founding members of the Prevention Links Diversity, Equity and Inclusion Committee. She now uses her knowledge of peer recovery advocacy, event planning and relationship building to garner partnership with community stakeholders for Prevention Links. With that, Madeline, a very warm welcome on EBC Radio. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. So, Madeline, such a great service Prevention Links is doing. So, can you tell us about Prevention Links and its mission?
Sure. So, Prevention Links is a nonprofit organization that's been serving Union County and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Our mission is to foster healthy, sustainable communities by empowering people through education, collaboration, and by serving as a linkage to resources. We take a leadership role in the prevention and misuse of drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and related issues. Our prevention services focus on building strong, connected, resilient families and communities by providing education that allows people of all ages to make informed choices about their health, including how they do or don't engage with substances. We're providing evidence-based educational programs in the schools, in the community, for older adults, parents, and more. We also operate 5 family success centers, which are home-like gathering places where families can come for support and resources. Then we have our addiction recovery services, which focus on providing direct peer support, meaning that our staff are people who have lived experiences similar to the participants they're serving. We also have a focus on supporting the families who have a loved one who struggle with addiction, which you spoke about with our CEO, Morgan, a couple of weeks ago. And lastly, we have our recovery community development initiatives. These initiatives take broader steps towards strengthening the addiction recovery community.
Yes, it was a pleasure speaking to Morgan a couple of weeks ago. So now can you also give us an overview of what services you really provide?
Yeah. So today I want to share specifically about our services which help develop and strengthen the recovery community, and we do that in a few ways. So we operate 3 recovery community centers, which are safe and supportive gathering places for the recovery community. At the centers, we offer peer recovery support, which I mentioned earlier, workforce training, career services, social activities, and a variety of recovery support group meetings. There are also volunteer opportunities for individuals who want to give back to the recovery community. Actually, many of our volunteers start as recovery center participants. And that's when we really see how the recovery community comes full circle. A sense of belonging is such a vital component to sustaining recovery long term. And, our recovery centers have the power to do that. Additionally, when we're thinking about the things that ensure an individual's success for long-term recovery, employment is a really vital component. Our Pathways to Recovery Employment program offer the opportunity for individuals in recovery from addiction or indirectly impacted by addiction to receive career services. This is anything from internships to certification training to job searching. The goal is to holistically address barriers individuals impacted by addiction face so that they can find gainful employment. Overall, this service strengthens the recovery community as a whole by empowering the individuals who are a part of it.
Well, that is fantastic that you're really helping to build their career and get them out of this addiction, right? So it's a great service for the community. So how do people access these programs and services?
So for our recovery centers, they're located in Roselle, Jersey City, and New Brunswick. Many of our participants start their involvement with the recovery centers by attending one of their very many virtual or in-person recovery support meetings, which are held 5 days a week. People also get involved by attending one of their free social activities, and people can learn more about the support meetings offered or see the activities scheduled for this month by calling our 24/7 helpline at 1-855-825-3275, or you can email rcdd@preventionlinks.org. More information can also be found on our website at preventionlinks.org.
Well, that's great. And I'm going to repeat the 24/7 helpline number again. It's 1-855-825-3275, or you can directly email them at rcdd@preventionlinks.org, or if you can just simply go to the website, which is preventionlinks.org, and you will find all the information if you want to participate or if you have any kind of questions. They will be more than happy to help you, and it is 24/7 helpline, so any hour of the day you can call there. So now, Madeline, tell me, are these programs and services limited in coverage to a specific region, and what are the eligibility requirements, if any?
So our recovery community centers generally serve residents within the county that they serve, which right now are Union, Hudson, and Middlesex counties, but they're open to anyone seeking a recovery community. The only eligibility requirements are having current or past experience with problematic substance use. Our recovery employment programs offer workforce support in Somerset, Hunterdon, Middlesex, Union, Essex, and Hudson counties. Unlike the recovery centers, eligibility is restricted to residents who live in those counties. This is also offered in other counties across the state, so if someone lives outside of there, they can just give us a call and we'll point them in the right direction.
Oh, so that's fantastic. So they can still call the same helpline number, which is 24/7, 1-855-825-3275, right?
Yep.
All right. So now tell me, how does this work specifically target or serve the South Asian populations listening?
So our services are open to all of the Somerset, Middlesex, Union, Essex, and Hudson County residents wanting to get involved in the recovery community or receive workforce support. We know that there's a large and thriving South Asian population in the communities we're serving, and our hope is to be a resource to those people and provide services that are culturally relevant in their preferred language. We utilize a translation service that allows us to connect with people in over 100 languages.
Oh, wow. That's really huge, 100 languages, meaning like you almost cover different region, different, I would say, so many different Spanish, English, Hindi, or whatever, right? In South Asian community also, you must be serving a lot of different languages there as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So how is your program serving COVID-19 impacted individuals, and or what needs resulting from COVID-19 can you meet?
Substance use and mental health challenges have risen significantly during the pandemic and continue to rise as things return to the quote-unquote new normal. From the start of the pandemic, we've been providing services over Zoom and over the phone. Mm-hmm. We're once again offering in-person services too, but we plan to continue making virtual options available for both our group and individual services. We also found that connection and fun are really important to our recovery communities coming out of the pandemic. We're still offering monthly social activities through our recovery centers. Some of our most popular events are hikes and game nights, and this really goes back to that sense of belonging. There's really just nothing like it. I believe that that's what keeps people hopeful and, most importantly, connected.
That's fantastic that you have both the options, virtual as well as in person, so people can choose to however is comfortable to them. So what is a service component that is novel or unique to your program?
So I think it's the fact that we address recovery and the negative impacts of addiction on all levels, from preventing substance use to supporting the individuals and families impacted by addiction to strengthening the recovery community and workforce. This is a holistic approach, and it's rarely found under the umbrella of a single organization. All of these services are also provided by staff who are on one level or another personally invested in the work that we do, whether they're in recovery themselves or maybe saw how prevention could have made a difference in their own community. We're addressing addiction as a public health crisis, which touches each and every one of us. And with that knowledge, we're empowering each and every individual, family, and community to be the change in their own environment.
Well, that's really very good. Like people who are working, they themselves have experienced certain situations and they have outcome of that. So they themselves are helping to these people, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So can you share with us a quick success story, omitting any elements that would identify your participant?
Yeah, of course. This is my favorite part. So there's a staff member who joined our team a little over a year ago. She first joined us through our recovery employment program as a recovery center intern, and I was her supervisor at the time. She was still on recovery court, which used to be called drug court. This was due to numerous drug-related arrests and incarceration. This may have been an issue at another internship, but our organization is really familiar with the recovery court processes, and we obviously support anyone seeking meaningful employment in recovery. Her lived experience of addiction and recovery, strong work ethic, and passion for helping others really made her stand out to us. So luckily, at the end of her internship, we had an open position for a recovery peer on our 24-hour peer hotline. We were able to offer her this position, and she accepted it. She's still working with us today, and we have nothing but amazing things to say about her and how far she's come. I think she's truly a testament of what can happen when you address all of the needs of a person seeking long-term recovery. She believed in her own potential, and all we had to do was reinforce that belief. We're really grateful to have her on the team, and I feel lucky to have been able to supervise a person so dedicated to our mission. She made my job really easy, and now I get to see her making a positive and profound impact on the recovery community.
Well, it's such a proud feeling for you. Like, she was under your supervision and today she is fully recovered and she's working for the same organization where she got recovery. So what better testimonial you can have there?
Yeah.
So now what is the best way for listeners to contact you for more information? I know you mentioned it once. Can you say it again, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So people can call our 24-hour 7 days a week hotline at 1-855-825-3275, or they can email us at rcdd@preventionlinks.org.
Once again, I would like to repeat that. The phone number, which is 24/7 hotline, is 1-855-825-3275, and their email address is rcd as a David, dd at preventionlinks.org, or you can simply visit preventionlinks.org and you would get all the information. Thank you so much, Madeline, for coming on EBC Radio and sharing all this wonderful information, and the work and the service you're providing to the community is really commendable. And, what better thing I can ask you that you are doing such a great job and great work, and listening to your testimonial and the recovery you did with one of your patients is amazing. So continue that, and I'm hoping I can talk to you again in this, period sometime soon. So looking forward to talking to you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Alka. Really grateful for the opportunity. Have a nice day.
You too.